clock doesn't stop
Right areas.
until you submit her. Let's go.
Hi.
Do you think equality will ever be a true thing?
Ha ha! I think. All right. Well,
Groups of women kind of come on our screens recently that have been pretty
no,
enlightening.
I don't think that could ever actually be a thing because people's perceptions of equality are all different. Like some people think that, or a lot of people think that animals, like, you know, should also be treated not exactly the same way. Not like they shouldn't be driving or teaching people stuff or whatever, but or having jobs and having like payments and all that. But they shouldn't be eaten. They should be afforded like the same living space or whatever that we have. So
Really?
there's that, and then there's also people who believe that certain races can't be equal, and then you would think, oh well, eventually through generations we'll grow out of that, but it's been like it's been a long fucking time, so I don't know. It's like still there's a lot of people who aren't like that, sure, but there's still people who can perpetuate that forever. It's like what do you even mean by true equality? Do you mean everyone is equal?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Let's
there's
just say humans. Let's just say humans. Make it simpler.
technically yes, but also no. Because we could all die. We'll be all equal then, I guess. Depending on what happens, of course.
We're all alive. A society where we're all equal and not dead.
Uh, hmm. Same. Well,
I say no.
yeah, I can't see it. I can't see
I
that.
say no. Because there's
Can't
too
think of
many
anything.
things that separate humans from each other.
Yep.
The most obvious one right now is race. The second most obvious, and I would say the number one actually above race, is wealth. A
Yep.
lot of people don't think it exists, wealth inequality, but it definitely does. And
Usually people who
then,
don't think it exists are the ones who have a lot of wealth. Usually.
yeah.
Sometimes there's other people who just, I don't know, choose to think otherwise.
And then number three, and this is a sleeper one, but not really. It's kind of obvious, and no one really says anything about it because why would you? You're just a whiner if you do. People who look good
Hmm.
compared to people who look ugly. Uh, yes, because they'll be treated better than people who are ugly. And last but not least, it's kind of like it's what you're born with at a certain rate. It's like intelligence, I suppose. You treat others, you treat smarter people better than dumb people.
Two of those, I guess, this is weird. Two of those, in my opinion, aren't really a thing, but people make them a thing. Like society made it a thing. Like race
Same with racism,
isn't
right?
actually what's up.
Same with racism, right? That wasn't really a thing until slavery.
Yeah, like well, it was a thing before, but it was just like we got there's like all these different you know this, but like a lot of different civilizations split up. They don't know the other civilizations. They run into them, so they think they're inferior because they don't have what the other one has, something like that. So like race isn't even oh I could be wrong, but from what I understand, it's not actually even a thing. It's a construct. Like people just use it. Like your pigmentation and where you were born almost have nothing to do. Like almost have nothing to do with what race you are. Like you could technically be African American, but be white. Like visually white, which is weird to think about. Just as you could be born, like when you see people who are in Britain, who are British and they're black, you don't call them black. They're just British, because that's just how it is. Like we're just American, but people
Yeah.
just set it up like, or it was set up to be like, oh, African American, Caucasian, Asian American, when it's just American. That's all it is. But some people don't see it that way. I guess the whole race realist thing, the looks thing. I agree. Um, recently it's been different, but usually I see people who look good get better opportunities and are treated better by like society. Oh, this is how you're supposed to look, etc. But recently, I've been seeing like if you're attractive, then you're using that to get an edge, even if you're not and you just are. How do I put it? If you are just attractive,
They're just
sometimes you're
treated
not.
better.
Yeah. You just some people just treat you better, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're trying to abuse it or whatever. And people like go, "Oh no, you're a piece of shit. Oh wow, like you're not even that attractive. You get better opportunities. Like when you're just using that to get ahead all the time. Nothing you've earned is actually a thing because it's just because you're pretty, even if they did actually earn it. Like they did the same stuff that someone else did. They just I don't know were lucky enough to be attractive. I don't know. That's how people see it, I guess. Like, how do I put it? If you and I both stream the same game, we both have a face cam, and I don't get like any viewers, like we're both playing together too, but you get like a ton, and then you were more entertaining though, and I was like kind of boring and dull and monotone the whole time while we were playing, so more people are gonna watch you naturally. But then I say, oh no, dude, it's just because you're more attractive or whatever, and that could be true, generally speaking, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it has anything to do with why people were watching the stream or whatever, or why you were successful, like that. That's what I'm trying to say. Hopefully that makes
I
sense.
understand.
Yeah. I don't know. I never really think about equality that much. Like I treat it like not like a joke, but it's just like I can talk about it, but it won't be a long conversation because it's just like it doesn't seem like it's ever really going to be a thing unless we change our definition of equality.
True.
I kind of want to upload that. Would that be okay?
Sure. I think my voice is on.
Oh shit. I would hope it was. I'll see.